D, wait for it, light bulb.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? And have I got a story for you? Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I read to bring you this video, and you can, read it for yourself and check it out, or you can just watch this video where I'm going to basically read it to you. Also, I just want to say that before I get started, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we just keep getting shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, why don't we go ahead and get started? Okay, you guys, if you hadn't heard, and I didn't do a video on this the day of because I was sick that day, like super sick. So I had to get better and everything before I could be making videos. But I was like, you know what? I'll just, since it's passed a little bit, I'll just do it on Sunday today. And I'll tell you guys my thoughts. So if you are, aware, Victoria Alonso was fired. It says in here, and we'll get into the article, but it says that she left. But I'm pretty sure she was just basically was like, hey, listen, we're going to let you leave gracefully, or we'll just fire you and it'll look bad for you. Embarrassing. So this comes from the Hollywood Reporter. It says she has served as executive producer on its titles since the first Avengers movie. And that's Victoria Alonso. And I do want to talk about a whole bunch of different stuff in here because I'm going to be honest with you. Now, Victoria Alonso, maybe she did a good job, but it sounds like she was a horrible person to work for. And she did a lot of things in the name of activism that I'm just like completely against when it comes to my movies and TV shows and stuff. So there's Victoria Alonso. So it says Victoria Alonso, the longtime and high-profile Marvel Studios executive, whose time with the company dates back to the first Iron Man, has left the studio. Multiple sources tell the Hollywood Reporter. And that's it's true now, as in terms of, yeah. Okay, the reasons for the exit are unclear, but she parted ways with Marvel on Friday, sources say. Now, I just want to say real quick, a lot of people I just saw online were saying that she was a scapegoat. And that they were trying to save money. Bob Iger's looking to free up, I think it was a 7.3 million. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember exactly how much it was. Maybe it was, no, it wasn't billion. It had to be million, right? I don't know. But he's trying to free up a bunch of money. Maybe it was billion. Maybe it says it in this article. I can't remember. It's been a little while since I read it. But anyways, so I just there's a lot of different stuff in terms of what it could be, but I have thoughts, okay? And I'll give you a sec. I'll just give me a second. I'll give you all my nonsense. Okay, so it says Alonso had been with the company since the earliest days of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, establishing an ensemble of 17-year run, and watching the studio grow from operating above the Mercedes-Benz dealership in Beverly Hills to being acquired by Disney during the. Sorry, guys. During her tenure, the MCU became the highest-grossing franchise in film history. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily because of her, but we'll see. Anyway, so it says Alonso joined the studio in 2006 as chief of visual effects and post-production and helped launch the Marvel Cinematic Universe as a co-producer on 2008's Iron Man. Let's see. She also served as co-producer on Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, First Avenger, and then Alonso was up to executive producer on The Avengers in 2012, the landmark film that grossed $1.5 billion and took Marvel to new heights, proving that the concept of shared cinematic universe would really work. Alonso, I love how they're giving her so much credit. Anyways, Alonso has also served as executive producer on Marvel's subsequent releases and also worked on its Disney Plus TV series in 2001. She was promoted to president, physical and post-production, visual effects, and animation production. That's such a huge title. Last year, she also produced the Oscar-nominated international feature Argentia 1985. I didn't see that, whatever that is. I don't know what that is. I didn't see that. Okay. Let me read this last little part, and then I'm gonna just launch into her. Oh, it does mention in here. Okay. Her departure comes in the shadow of the Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania's poor showing at the box office and among critics and fans. In addition to her behind-the-scenes work, Alonso has been an important ambassador for the studio's representation efforts and was outspoken during Disney's dispute with Florida over its Don't Say Gay bill. As long as I am at Marvel Studios, I will fight for representation, Alonso, who is gay, said at the time. She was named one of the People en Español magazine's most influential Hispanic women in 2019-2020, and has been featured in the Hollywood Reporter's Women in Entertainment Power 100 list multiple times. So who cares about your stupid lists? Okay, so here's my thoughts on this. Let me just get some coffee because I'm going to rip into this woman. Okay, so first thing, Victoria Alonso. Okay, I am totally for representation, but Victoria Alonso is an activist. Okay, she took her representation way too far. Now, do I think that you should hire people, based on the color of their skin? I mean, not just because of that. Now, if you're doing like a Black Panther, obviously most people in that movie are going to be Black. If you're doing, a Shang-Chi, obviously most of those people are going to be Asian in terms of like the main characters and stuff. That stuff I get. But Victoria Alonso took it to the point where, like in this, that with the Don't Say Gay bill, I don't think that Disney as an entertainment company should get involved in politics at all. And look what it did. It ruined everything for them in Florida. It ruined Disney World. And she was a part of that. She kept putting her finger in pies that didn't need to belong in there. And she just ruined it for them. Now, were they trying to release up this $7.3 billion and this was a good way to do it? Yes, but it was also to trim the fat. And some of the fat was Victoria Alonso because she was just a problem. Some other articles that have come out have because she was a part of the visual effects, was saying that she was basically a tyrant when it came to the visual effects department. And a lot of visual effects people were not sad to see her go because she was just a toxic individual to work for. And that seems like it would be. I mean, she was probably one of the people that would just like, you get your job done no matter what it takes. Yeah, I don't care if you don't see your kids for 4 years or whatever, you get this movie done. And that's the wrong way to look at it. And look at the product that's come out. I mean, they're bragging her up, but I mean, let's be honest. The visual effects for phase 4 were garbage. And they're still garbage in phase 5. So, and Bob Iger did say he was going to start holding people accountable. And maybe this is the start of that. If it is or not, I don't know. But I don't feel bad for Victoria Alonso because she put herself out there and started becoming a huge voice. And they were just like, okay, but it wasn't in my opinion, it wasn't good for the company. And this is a company that needs to make money. Plus, I don't think you should go to work and treat people like crap. I'll give you a short story. If you give me just 30 seconds of your time. I work at a company where there was a manager of sorts who was very, not to me personally, but he was let go because he created what they said a negative work environment. And then after he had left, I heard nothing but horror stories. And it was mostly from people higher up that he basically put the fear of God in them to get work done. And then people under him, supervisors under him, would put the fear of God in their lowerlings, and he just created that environment of just get it done, no matter what it takes, and and then people it created an unsafe environment, an unhealthy environment. I'm sorry, when you're at work, you're constantly working, you're not healthy, and so they asked him to step down. They were like, listen, we're going to give you the chance to step down. If you don't, though, we're going to let you go. So they basically fired him. And I think that's what they did with Victoria Alonso. They're just like, listen, you're not creating quality work. You're causing problems for us, our bottom line, with your activism. And you're creating a horrible work environment. People don't like you. So we need to get you out of here. And I think it's a good thing. I'm just waiting for Kathleen Kennedy to get the boot. I can't wait. As soon as she gets the boot, I will be a happy daddy. I'll tell you that right now. Daddy will be happy because I don't like people that don't put out quality work and then don't listen when people are saying this is not quality work and nobody likes your stuff and they just keep going forward with the stuff nobody likes. I'm just saying. So goodbye, Victoria Alonso. Don't let the door hit you on your butt on the way out. Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you feel about Victoria Alonso getting the boot from Marvel over at Disney? Are you sad about this, or are you like me and you're like, good riddance? Because you weren't helping out Disney at all. And I love Disney. I know a lot of people these days are just like, Disney is the devil. No, I love Disney. I've always loved Disney. This is a Disney household. In my household, it's just, what can I do with Disney right now? And Marvel, I loved Marvel, but after Endgame, it got really weird. I'm sorry, you may have liked Phase 4, but I personally think that Phase 4 was just terrible. And I'm just not interested in that. So I think that maybe this is a step in the right direction in terms of, fixing this nonsense. All right, you guys. So that's all my thoughts on all this nonsense this week. Tell me, what do you guys think about all this? You can tell me by going ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. You guys have a good week. Bye.